Woo! Well, that was one hell of a direct. Let's get right into the meat and potatoes of it all and discuss it. Nintendo started out quite strong with the announcement of the sequel to the Super Mario Bros. Movie titled The Super Mario Bros. Galaxy Movie, which is pretty peak in my opinion. What better way to launch the movie side of the franchise than to take it in space, you know? Seems like a natural progression, you know? I mean, I guess they could have gone with like a Super Mario Sunshine uh, kind of movie, going off to a far off land, tropical island, but space is great. I'm excited to see where they take this movie, partly because I'm such a huge fan of the Super Mario Galaxy games. Speaking of which, they announced that Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 are coming to the Switch and Switch 2. That's really great for Switch 2 owners since that gives us more exclusives and more ports in the event that you didn't get to play the Galaxy games when they originally launched on the Wii. In fact, I think I saw a post on social media somewhere saying that like Mario Galaxy 2 only sold like just over 7 million copies worldwide or something like that. And so like there are a lot of people who haven't played Super Mario Galaxy 2. So really exciting. Next, let's move on to another game that I'm incredibly excited for, and that's Final Fantasy VII Remake. I mean, need I say more? I've been saying this for a long time. I've been saying this since rumors first floated around that the Switch 2 was going to get a port of Final Fantasy VII Remake. That it would be such an enormous win for Nintendo to have that game. It beefs up the catalog of third-party games. It introduces more players to the game who haven't played it before, and it showcases just how beautiful games can be on the Switch 2. Because Final Fantasy VII Remake looks amazing. And if that wasn't enough, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, as well as the unannounced third game in the trilogy, are confirmed to be coming to the Switch 2 as well. Before we move on to the next topic, I just want to note that even though this wasn't in the Direct, I came across a Games Radar article that was saying that Final Fantasy VII Remake is the largest Switch 2 game to date, with its file size being 87.9 gigabytes, with your Switch 2 needing to have 90 gigabytes available to download it. I'll leave that article in the description below if you'd like to read more. Let's see here. We've got other interesting titles coming as well, such as Mario Tennis Fever. I mean, who doesn't like some Mario Tennis? With just some great gameplay features with, the different rackets you can use mid-match. There's a new Yoshi game, Yoshi and the Mysterious Book, which I'm still unsure about. I mean, the game looks good, and I'm not opposed to playing the game necessarily, but it's definitely not at the top of my list to play. We got real exciting news that Resident Evil Requiem is coming to the Switch 2, as well as the Gold Edition ports of Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil 8 Village, which, of course, is great for fans of the, zombie survival horror games that are Resident Evil. Man, I remember playing the original Resident Evil remake, as well as Resident Evil 0 and Resident Evil 4 in the GameCube back in the day. So it's really great that we're getting these new Resident Evil games. There are, of course, other games like that Pokemon game or whatever that Ditto-centered Pokemon game is called. You can kind of tell that I'm not super into that game. Dragon Quest VII Reimagined looks pretty interesting. and I'm excited for longtime fans of that series getting that game, uh, having that game come to Switch too. Plus many more that I unfortunately can't list because, frankly, I don't want to. I don't want to let this video be any longer than it needs to. But also, just because I simply can't remember them all. But that kind of tells you how OP Nintendo is right now. The only way this could have been more OP, in my opinion, is if they announced Metal Gear Solid Delta was coming to Switch too. That would have been hyped. And before we go, I'm going to touch on two more very important franchises. Two franchises that have really good looking, fun games arriving soon. And that's Metroid Prime 4 Beyond and Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave. First, Metroid Prime 4, I mean, that game just keeps getting better and better, bigger and bigger, and cooler. I mean, when I first saw that motorcycle in the Nintendo Direct, I thought that this might be a spin-off, like a Metroid racing game. But I was kind of surprised to see that it wasn't. Samus on a motorcycle, like who would have thought, you know? But then again, they put Link on a motorcycle in Breath of the Wild. That was a lot more jarring. I mean, by a lot, you know? But Metroid Prime 4 still looks great. Definitely going to purchase that game as soon as I can. But first, I got to play the other Metroid Prime games. Yeah, I know, it's a cardinal sin. But truth be known, I haven't played the other three Metroid Prime games. Well, okay, I've played about an hour or so of the first Metroid Prime, but I haven't finished any. But don't worry, I will. I just have to get I just have a huge backlog. There's no excuse though, since I got the Metroid Prime trilogy disc that was released for the Wii. I got it. I just gotta find time to play it. And finally, we can't call it a video without talking about what is definitely at the top of my list of games to play alongside Final Fantasy VII Remake, and that's Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave. Now, I'm always up for a new Fire Emblem game. Seeing the trailer for this one was something else, though. I loved the direction they took with the trailer itself. It was very entertaining. I thought it was very well done. But even more importantly, I love the potential tie-in that it has with Fire Emblem Three Houses. I mean, one of the characters, Dietrich, he has a sword that looks like one of the hero's relics featured in Three Houses. Other than that, what we've seen regarding the setting with that Roman Colosseum looking structure and everything else regarding how the characters look, the land that they're on, it's just the overall setting, look, and general feel of the game. I think it's just fantastic. And let's not forget that at the end of the trailer, we got a glimpse of what looks to be like a character resembling an older looking Sothis. So, you know, more speculation that this is in some way, shape, or form tied to Three Houses. So there you have it. My quick thoughts about the Nintendo Direct. All in all, I think Nintendo really hit it out of the park with this one. There were a variety of games that appealed to different fan bases, different tastes, different likes and dislikes. I think that's just great. It shows that Nintendo is very keen at reviving old games, even if that means that they just port over games like they did with the Galaxy games, or take a swing with a new entry in a series like Fire Emblem. But yeah, that's it for me. Go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below. What games are you excited for? What game can't you live without? And what game are you confident you won't be playing? Just leave your thoughts. But like I said, that's it for me. I'll see y'all in the next video.